I'm chilling with the thugs, the crips and the bloods. All that was time, bro, I'm flipping that battle. I'm popping the handles, you don't want to battle. Flipping the packs, counting these hundos that he make you stop.
Yo, it's Emcee.
It's Anarchy.
And we repping High Elements. I want to give a shout out to Houston Music Outlet. Bringing this to you live. Let's get it. We've been together since summer 14. Well, we've always been homies and stuff, but just kind of like dealing with like teenager stuff, we kind of just created this bond, and from that it just kind of, you know, kept all building together. It all just kind of fell naturally, you know.
Well, like High Elements usually stands for like, you know, high as in H-I-G-H. Like we stay smoking weed all the time, so we just named it High for that. And Elements, I felt like that just came out like all five of us, to be honest. Like each of us is like in our own element, and like we each have our own different style, like to bring into the group and shit.
Like I said, I'm Emcee. That's my boy Anarchy. Master Funk and Unorthodox, they weren't able to be here, but they're the rappers. And we have my boy Comic, he's more like a creative mindset to us. He's kind of more like a motivation to keep going and continuing this, because, you know, that's like our big brother, basically. Drip, that show Drip was pretty tight. Had mad people come out. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Like the environment was tight. We had Villain Posse, Chris Nero, like a whole bunch of great local artists just come out and perform. We also had like painters, you know, and brands. Shout out to Vizin.
I really can't say we don't have like much history with it, but like I feel like as like us like coming in like the game and shit, you know, art's a big part of all that. Like it just brings us like a lot. Like for example, New York's like famous like for its culture and shit, and like you can see like there's a lot of art over there, and it's like it inspires everyone like just to go out and create.
And I want to add on to that, like you said, you know, art in Brooklyn, like it's so live, you know. So like for us, I'm bringing back to that Drip Fest. Like it was kind of tight for us to kind of bring Houston artists and like brands and music together, because like it'll give everybody that vibe, you know, like that art vibe, and that's what we kind of want to do. And we also, well, personally, I feel like we all just take our music so serious, where it is kind of art in a way, you know. For our performances, really, we just want people to kind of feel that energy, you know, because like there's not times when you can go out and kind of just enjoy the vibe and turn up, you know, rage, and then like when you go outside and stuff, like you're not gonna do that again, you know. So it's kind of like what we want you to get out of our shows is basically like just live, you know, enjoy the moment and just turn up, really.
You know, there's a lot of good artists out here, to be honest, like artists that, you know, that are not even known. Like for example, my people, like what's it called, Villain Posse. We got Villain Posse, bro. They're just different from everyone else. I just feel like they're really out there doing their thing and shit. And you know, you got my boy Stewie Sav, bro. Stewie Sav, that's my homie right there, bro. I feel like the shit he's about to drop this year, I think it's this year, next year, but he's about to drop something real heavy, bro. And like, just be prepared for him.
I really want to give a shout out to all the youth, like artists like myself, you know, Chris Nero, Villain Posse, we mentioned Stewie Sav. You know, it's kind of like me, myself as an artist, I kind of understand sometimes it's kind of hard to make music, and everybody else has it their own different way, you know. So it's kind of tight hearing what each person, each individual have, you know. So yeah, I just really want to say shout out to all the local artists. Real talk, let's keep growing as a unit. So we're trying to mix the old school with the new school, you know. We're inspired by a lot of old school groups like Wu-Tang, Tribe Called Quest, Snoop Dogg, NWA, you know, a bunch of like old school rappers, and a whole bunch of new school rappers. For example, like Joey, the Underachievers, Flatbush Zombies. Just so it's kind of like a mixture of both. We want to make sure you have that OG 90s feeling, but also that new generation feeling, you know what I'm saying? I honestly prefer like working with my homies, because like I feel like myself, when I work by myself with music, I feel like I critique myself a lot. And with my homies, like I feel like they kind of tell me like, yo, that shit sounds tight, like why are you trying to change it, you know, or something like that. Like it's always like we just kind of build on each other, and you know, since we get high a lot, it's just kind of like it makes it way more easier to work. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes us create the music and have fun. You know? But yeah, what's your opinion?
I mean, like, same thing goes to me. Like, I make beats by myself all the time. Like, when I'm at home, just straight making beats. But like sometimes I feel like it'll be dope. Like if like I'm with my homies, because they could tell me, oh, that sounds tight, or like, oh, you should add that to the beat or something like that. Like, it's always just better working together. I mean, about Kanye, I really don't know much about it, but I know, I guess, like, he's at the hospital, so, you know, like, something serious must happen to him. But, you know, like, I guess people expect him, like, to perform like that or something like that. But, you know, like, if he has to cancel, like, the tour because of that, like, you know, you gotta respect him for that, you know? Like, he's at the hospital for some reason, but, like, just respect that. And for that YelaWolf, I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I haven't heard anything about that, but that's crazy, though. What he just did, that's crazy.
Yeah. On a YelaWolf situation, I want to say, like, I don't know, man. That's not what's up, you know? Respect your fans, respect your supporters. But on that Kanye situation, like, if you cancel your tour for something serious, you know what I'm saying? Like something that's kind of bugging you, or something that's going on, and you know, you have every right to. But if you just like kind of just want to wild out and do kind of crazy stuff, I mean, I don't want to say I wouldn't do that because, like, I don't know what type of situation he's in, but it's just kind of like, come on, man, you know? Your people there to support you. Like, not so long ago, I would kind of deal with depression in a way, but, you know, I would always kind of keep the same mindset that I got to keep progressing. So it's kind of like, if you ever feel like you need help or anything, you know, just always reach out, you know, don't be afraid. At the end of the day, you're not alone. There's plenty of people out here that are dealing with their own situations, their own mental problems, you know? But yeah, just stay up.
Stay up.
We could play a big responsibility. What I try to do for people who've listened to my music and stuff, you can tell that in my past music I talk about the depression stuff I've gone through. In my upcoming EP, I talk about that a lot as well. And you know, like, I just want you, like when you hear my music, you kind of feel like you're not alone. You know, at the end of the day, there's somebody else struggling with their own problems. Like, and I still keep going with it. So it's kind of like me telling you to kind of just keep going with your problems. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you mine so you can get stronger for yourself. You know? And also, I feel like we play a big responsibility for the younger kids coming up, because you know, we don't want hip hop to die with the way it's looking right now. So it's kind of like just keep the kids off the streets and drop some knowledge on them. You know, at the end of the day, they're our future. So that's what's up. We gotta watch out for them. Shout out Houston Music Outlet. This High Elements. You got Emcee,
Anarchy.
And yeah, we just want to say thank you to all of our supporters. If you haven't listened to us before, look us up on SoundCloud, High Elements. We got like 2 visuals on YouTube. You can look it up as well. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Emcee the King, EMCEE the King. And
follow me on SoundCloud, Anarchy. And, you know, you can just check my beats out there. You can also check out my email and my Twitter, which is 6 Rings Anarchy. It's 6, the number 6 Rings and Anarchy. Shout out to Houston Outlet one time, though.
Rollin' with team while we smoking on Supreme. Yeah. Rollin' with team while we smoking on Supreme. Yeah. Rollin' with team while we smoking on Supreme.
I got you.
Rollin' with team, rollin' with team, rollin' with team.
Rollin' with team while we smoking on Supreme. Yeah. Rollin' with team while we smoking on Supreme. Yeah. Rollin' with team while we smoking on Supreme. Yeah. Rollin' with team.